Hello everyone. Today we will discuss our third chapter, that is demand analysis. In that we are going to study the last part, that is variation in demand. See, we have to study two parts, variation in demand and changes in demand. In that today we will discuss variation in demand. As we know, demand means what? We have understood, we have studied that demand is nothing but desire backed by ability and willingness to pay for a commodity. When we say demand, desire is just mere wish. एक आपली फक्त इच्छा व्यक्त करणं, that is called desire. But when that desire is backed by means what? It comes with ability and willingness to pay for a commodity. We have seen the examples of it, that suppose the beggar has desire to purchase Mercedes. In that case, to purchase the Mercedes is his desire. We don't have any limitations for desire. We can desire anything. But to convert that desire into demand, we need money, and we want money also, and we should be willing to pay for that commodity. We should be willing to spend that money to purchase that commodity. So desire becomes demand only when you have ability to pay and willingness to pay. We have seen this in basics part, that is demand, and we have seen the basic difference between demand and desire also. Now let's move on to our topic, that is variation in demand. Now students, see, variation and changes, two types are there. Variation means काय? तर चेंजेस होणं, बदलणं. कधी इन्क्रीज होईल, कधी डिक्रीज होईल, कधी एक्सपांड होईल, कधी कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट होईल. These four terms we are going to use. Only the confusion is, for variation we are going to use expansion and contraction, and for changes we are going to use increase and decrease word. Okay, just to remember, I have one shortcut for it. Just remember CID. We all know CID. C stands for changes, I stands for increase, and D stands for decrease. So you can remember students, CID. C means changes. So if they ask you changes in demand, then you can write increase and decrease, because I remember CID. So C, changes, types are increase and decrease. Okay. Now for variation, VEC, VEC, variation, expansion, contraction. So you are not going to write, or you are not going to confuse yourself with these terms. For CID, C for changes, I for increase, D for decrease. And if they ask variation, we are going to write expansion and contraction. One more shortcut I will tell you to remember this, to not to get confused with this concept. We are going to assume that CID do not charges any money. CID आपल्याला पैसे चार्ज करत नाही. So CID no price and variation price. Got it? CID no price, variation only price. So you will come to know the variation happens only and only because of price. We have seen the determinants of demand. Determinants म्हणजे जे factors which affect demand. We have already studied in that determinants or factors affecting demand. So in this case, variation happens only because of price. Now let's see the meaning part. Other things being constant, when demand changes, demand is changing due to change in price only. Means they are focusing only the price is the factor which is making this two types, expansion and contraction. If there is expansion of demand, if there is contraction of demand, and this is happening only and only because of price. So while remembering these things, what we are going to see? Variation only price, changes no price, CID no price, variation VEC, VEC, variation, expansion, contraction only because of price. So they want to say that variation takes place only because of price factor. We know other factors also, income, advertisement, substitute goods price, complementary goods price, but they are not going to affect. Only the price is going to affect in case of variation in demand. Now we have two types, expansion of demand and contraction of demand. Now we will see what is expansion of demand. See, from the word only expansion we've come to know that expanding, demand expands. Why? We know when price falls, demand expand. This is our basic statement of the law. Okay, so other factors remain unchanged. Other factors means what they want to say, income, advertisement and all other factors which we have seen in determinants of factors affecting demand. Rise in a quantity demanded due to fall in a price is called expansion of demand. Rise in quantity demanded means what? Expanding. Your demand is increasing, expanding. Remember students, we are not going to use increase, decrease. By default, we use that word, but we have to use here expansion and contraction because increase and decrease is a different concept. So, rise in a quantity demanded due to fall in price. It is called expansion of demand. We know that when price falls, demand rises. So demand expand. See the diagram. We can see from the diagram when price falls from OP to OP1, demand expands from OQ to OQ1. You can see the movement from A to B. It means demand has expanded only because of fall in price. See the explanation of the diagram. In the above diagram, on the x-axis quantity demanded is taken and on the y-axis price is taken. When price of commodity is P, you can write OP. Quantity demanded is OQ. When price falls from P to P1, quantity increases, demand increases from Q to Q1. We will write expand from Q to Q1. The expansion of demand curve slopes downward from left to right. It is negative sloping. Why it is negative sloping? Because, why we are saying negative sloping? Because there exists inverse relationship. Inverse relationship means opposite relationship between what? Price and quantity demanded. Again, I will explain you. Whenever there is a diagram, remember 3 points students. First, you are going to write what is x-axis, what is y-axis, means what x-axis indicates, what y-axis indicates, and after that slope of curve. So here I am covering x-axis indicates quantity demanded, y-axis indicate price of the commodity, and initially the price is OP. At that time demand is OQ. When price falls from P to P1, demand expands. There is negative slope. Negative, why negative? Because there exists inverse. Inverse means opposite relationship between what? Price and quantity demanded. Why we are saying price opposite relationship? Because we all know that when price falls, demand rises. आपल्याला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे जेव्हा स्वस्त होणारे वस्तू तेव्हा आपण जास्त घेणार आहोत. हे निगेटिव्ह रिलेशन आपल्याला माहिती आहे. नाउ लेट्स सी कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन ऑफ डिमांड. अदर फॅक्टर्स रिमेन अनचेंज. आता एक्झॅक्टली अपोजिट आहे सिच्युएशन. Fall in quantity demanded due to rise in a price is called contraction of demand. We have seen the expansion. Expand होणं म्हणजे जास्त होणं आणि कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन म्हणजे कमी होणं. आता बेसिक कॉमन सेन्स आहे, कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट होतोय, डिमांड कमी होतोय. असं केस कधी होईल? जेव्हा प्राइस राइज होईल, जेव्हा प्राइस इन्क्रीज होईल. when the goods becomes costly, when the price rises, at that time there will be contraction of demand. You can see from here, initially the price is OP. Now the price is, and at that time demand is OQ. When price rises, you can see P2, it has moved from P to P2. It means now initially price was OP, now new price, increased price is OP2. And because of increase in price, our demand has contracted, has reduced. Okay. So contraction of demand curve has positive slope. Why they have written positive slope? Because contraction of demand curve slopes upward, because it is sloping upward, and when there is an upward movement you can see from A to B, that's why they are saying that it has positive slope. You can see both the diagrams at a time also, but if it is asked for distinguish, then you have to show it in different way. So better I will suggest you do the practice of expansion different and contraction diagram different. Okay, with this we have finished the explanation. Thank you.